Hey everyone, Pugs here, and today I am reading Reflection by me. The bio is Nedzu comes to some realizations about the two humans he has taken under his wings. It is 1,166 words with one chapter. Uh, if you can't tell, I have gotten a mic now, so I do have a mic. So hopefully that helps with all the background noise and you won't hear that as much. Aizawa, come in, Nedzu says, pausing as he waits. Have some tea. I prefer coffee, the teen says immediately. Well, I'll make sure to have some for you next time. If you get thirsty, the cup is there. Shota eyed the principal, reaching forward slowly and grabbing the cup. He brings it to his nose, smelling it before hesitantly taking a sniff. Cinnamon? I find cinnamon and rose tea quite soothing, was the response. The black-haired teen pauses once more before nodding and taking a sip. Nedzu watches carefully, a smile growing as he pauses, takes another sip, nods, and then places the glass down. I suppose you are right. Then Nedzu waits. You see, humans have a tendency to get uncomfortable in silence. They tend to want to fill this silence and will begin speaking. Aizawa is no different, although he lasts much longer than any other human he's had sat before him. Why am I here? The teen asks, shifting ever so slightly and looking away. You, Aizawa, have done something I haven't seen in my time here as principal. A Gen Ed kid coming in first place at the sports festival. Nedzu is cut off as Aizawa tenses. I didn't fucking cheat. No, I am not accusing you of cheating. You proved to me just how smart you are. How well you put together a plan and follow it. You are very talented, Shota Aizawa. Nedzu pauses, relishing in the confusion on the teen's face. I want to extend you an offer. Midoriya, take a seat. Nedzu waits before motioning to the cup. Tea? Actually, Nedzu, sir. A small and timid smile crosses the green-haired kid's face. I prefer coffee. The chimera smiles. Well, I'll make sure to have coffee the next time. However, the offer is always on the table. You may still have the tea. Thank you, sir, Izuku says, reaching forward and grabbing the glass. It's only then, as Izuku makes eye contact with the principal, looking away as he reaches forward and slowly grabbing the cup, that Nedzu makes the connection. The teen brings it to his nose, smelling it before taking a sniff. Cinnamon? I find cinnamon and rose tea quite soothing, he says, smile growing. Izuku pauses once more before nodding and taking a sip. Nedzu watches carefully, a smile growing on his as he pauses, takes another sip, nods, and then places the glass down. Yes, sir, I suppose you are right. The grin grows as he watches Izuku take small sips of the tea. After the third, he takes a breath as if about to say something, only to let it out again and set the cup on the table. He lasts 7 minutes before... Sir? Am I being expelled? The grin falls as Nedzu looks at Izuku, head tilting as he asks, Now why would I do that? Because of the stain incident, I know there's no legal issues, but it isn't the first time I've run in and caused issues for the heroes. And I know you've read my file and you know I was quirkless and the UA has a rule against quirkless people even applying. I was completely quirkless when I applied, and now the rest of the words were said in a mumble, lasting another minute or so before he cuts himself off, staring at Nedzu. Sorry, sir. There's no reason to be sorry, Midoriya. No, this isn't you being expelled. You are correct when you said I read your file. And that is why you are here. Sir? Midoriya, in almost every report I read about you, including ones from your teachers this year, there has been mention of you writing constantly in notebooks. Though no one knows what it is in your notebooks, there are a total of 3 mentions of it being, and I quote, based on idealistic fantasies of his future. So my question to you is, what exactly is in those notebooks? There's something wrong with Shota today, Nedzu notes to himself as he watches the teenager walk into view of the camera. He's distracted. unfocused. It's not normal, and Nedzu will have to get to the bottom of it immediately. He has plans, and if the mail is off kilter, then he will have to postpone, which will not do whatsoever. He pulls out his phone, sending a text inviting him into his office. When the teen enters, he slams the door, sending a harsh glare towards the principal. The chimera's smile strains. You slam the door like you own this room, Shota. He doesn't give us response, huffing and sitting in the chair. Very well then, Nedzu will just have to play the long game. They sit there for a while, both sipping on their teas as they sat. Shota had slowly gotten used to drinking tea, not exactly preferring it over coffee, but on days where he had an extra tense day, well, that was another story. Nedzu just waits for the younger to talk, and once again, Shota breaks first. Why did you call me in here? You've been extra fidgety today. I wanted to know why. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Everything is fine. Can I go now? Stowe hums to himself. Have I done something to upset you? No. Did one of your classmates? No. Did your teacher or parent? Something in the other seems to snap, baring his teeth. He pushes away the cup he was once again reaching for. There's nothing wrong with me. Now can I go? I have classes. I have excused you from your classes today. You will be staying with me. Why? Why not? Why choose me? There's so many other The teen cuts himself off, taking a deep breath. Why did you choose me to be your student when there are so many more who are obviously more capable? It's not logical. Because, Shota, I am not always a logical creature. Something is wrong with Izuku, the stoat realizes, watching his student through the screen. He's fidgeting a lot more than usual, tensing any time someone came close to him. But he's learned not to push it. That will only cause more problems in the end, so he knows to wait. Yet he still sends an invite to tea, but only if the teen is feeling like it. It takes until just after he eats lunch to come in. Nedzu-san, I have a question, he says after taking a sip of the still steaming tea. He waits for the principal to nod before continuing. Why me? Why you what? Why did you choose me? Why did you decide to help me? Well, why not? I mean, there are so many people who would be easier to teach who aren't like a pause as he thinks. I don't know. I guess I'm just wondering why. Not every question has an answer, not every problem a solution, nor every solution a problem. Omake. Shota! Nedzu says, grinning wickedly as the man turns tail and runs. Come back here. I just need a little bit of blood, or a few hairs. Begone, Satan! Shota yells back, not even hesitating. Usually he would do what was asked without question. However, he has a very bad feeling about the grin engulfing his boss's face, and therefore would rather die or have to live with this joke for the rest of his life. Nedzu just sighs, a small chitter coming out as he shakes his head. Oh, Shota, you should always know I'll get it anyways. It would be better if it were fresh, though. In the meantime, he will get hair from his newest student. In the dorms, Izuku sneezes, accidentally punching Denki, who in turn zaps the other in surprise. Omake 2, dedicated to last_pawn. Nedzu watches it over the cameras, eyes narrowing in suspicion as he watches the Todoroki kid speak to his newest prodigy. His newest prodigy, who was waving his hands frantically, denying. So he does what any other good mentor would do. He tunes in. Todoroki-kun, it's not like that, I promise. So All Might is your father? No! Aizawa and All Might are not my dads. But you don't know who your dad is. You've told me that yourself, so it's likely. No! Izuku whines, collapsing to the ground quite dramatically. It's bloopers time. There's only one blooper, but it's really funny. The biologue, the biologue. I don't know what I'm saying. The the bio is the biologue? What is a biologue? I don't know. Um, anyway,